Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. Now, today we will discuss about our next topic of chapter number 1, Civics on Equality. Our next topic is Challenge of Democracy. We cannot say that all democratic countries are completely democratic. Many efforts are done by our many communities as well as individuals to expand the idea of equality and democracy. In this topic, article number 15 are given in your book. You can read from there. Now, our next topic is struggles for equality. In this topic, we will read our Constitution of India advocates right to equality for every citizen of India. But our Indian society is very unequal. There are so many inequalities, like poor people are there, rich people are also there. We know that our constitution have been laid down four provisions which we have discussed earlier, like all are equal before the law, no one can be discriminated on the basis of law, like this. These were we have discussed earlier. Now one question is arise here, that what are the main reasons of inequality in India? And the answer is poverty and non availability of resources are the two main reasons for people facing inequality in India. Another major reasons why people are treated unequally. Another major reasons of inequality in India is discrimination on the basis of religion. So we can say that the reasons for inequality are poverty, religion, caste and gender. Now, we can say some people stand out in a crowd for their efforts in restoring and working for equality and justice in the society. They are respected and followed by millions of people. For example, Gandhiji. Gandhiji fought inequality in South Africa. Nelson Mandela waged a lifelong struggle against apartheid in South Africa. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. These persons are doing work for the inequality in our country. And now I'm telling you, there are some many organizations who fought for their struggles in the country. You can read this from your book on page number 198. Cultural laborers, slum dwellers, BD workers, fisher folk, women's movement, the Tava Matsya Sangh, and these groups work together to fight for justice. Then there are cooperatives through which the members gain more control over resources and marketing as well. One more thing in this topic is that when development programs are executed in hilly and forested areas, then thousands of people are uprooted from their homes where they have lived for the centuries. Development programs means making of dams and national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. At that time, hundreds of villages are submerged in the reservoirs, and flora and fauna are also destroyed, and people living in those areas are forced to leave their homes and move to new areas and again build their homes. And poor people have faced so many problems related to livelihoods, food, school for their children, and new houses or new jobs, because they all are unfriendly to the new environment. So, this much is for today. Now, last topic of this chapter we'll discuss in the next video. Till then, thank you so much and have a nice day.